Finding Solitude using Alexa. We're Team XFactor.
I'm Jonathan Varughese.
I'm Nathan Rogers.
I'm Victor Fawole.
And I'm Tomasz Frelek.
Our goal for this project was to use Amazon Alexa and multiple other AWS services to solve any issue around campus. So a moment of peace. Our initial ideas focused on comfortability of students, ease of access, speeding up existing processes, and increased access to important info. With all that in mind, we settled on creating a tool that would help students look for a quiet place to study or have a meal.
To do this, we are showing our technology map, which a student can either do two ways of inputting. Through Alexa, they can make an audio input of asking where the nearest empty classroom is, or they can put it directly into our website.
Lambda Functions, my beloved. So for the most essential part of Lambda Functions was getting the data values. Essentially, the data value would take our input from what we put into Alexa, and then it would output whatever the function called from it before.
So we used EC2 for our web service instance. We're hosting a website on it. We use it to ingress data into our RDS database, being on the same virtual private network. And then we also are using it to host our web API for our Alexa integration.
We then used an RDS database instance using Aurora MySQL because we needed a place to store our room schedule data that had the following properties. It was relational among multiple tables, it was easy to use, and it was SQL compatible. So we settled on using SQL. And that was so we could relate different tables. We had tables for class schedules each day of the week, and one table for all the room IDs, which was our relational key.
So next for the backend, the Python. So integral to our process was web scraping the OSU classroom matrix, because the classroom matrix lets us know where and when the classrooms are available. So we used the request library in order to scrape that info off of the web, and that returned an XML file that we then parsed through using Beautiful Soup. Following that, we had all relevant information, and we used pandas to manipulate and organize it using data frames, which then went into our database. So we also needed the location of the classrooms so that we could guide the user to them, and we just did that manually. So now it took us a whole whopping 20 minutes for the entire room schedule scraper algorithm to run. But now for our algorithm.
This is our website to find an empty classroom. You simply enter the day of the week you want to find one, enter the start time, and enter the end time of your proposed reservation and click search. Then you can see all across campuses the different locations and the different room numbers that are available during that time frame.
Now this is our Alexa simulator. In here you would type in the invoker name. So you could ask Alexa for the memory thing. And then we'd look for a room near a location.
Where would you like to stay?
And then we would say maybe 18th Avenue or somewhere nearby. And it would tell us where the closest
A room is available at Hayes Hall 005 from 8.0 to 22.